Okay, let's go ahead and get started, everyone. I'd like to say hi again. This is Mike Tersini, founder of Merchants Arena, and I want to thank you so much for joining me here for the top 10 ways to use video to market your business and why every business really should. I really believe that every business should be taking advantage of video nowadays, and I've seen every industry imaginable use video effectively. So it really doesn't matter what business you're in or the size of your business. There is always a way, and I can assure you, to use video to market your business effectively. And I'm going to share with you the 10 ways that I think you can use video, and hopefully, we'll spark some ideas as to how your business can take advantage of video in your marketing mix. I've also added two more key strategies at the end, and I think that these should really have a significant impact on your bottom line. If you have not been on one of my previous webinars, you're probably wondering who I am. My previous experience includes almost 20 years in retail management, running stores across Ontario, and since 1998, I've been an e-commerce entrepreneur of sorts, running several successful web properties with distribution centers in East and West Toronto and now in the Greater Sudbury area. We sell products online every day and all the time. And for the last several years, I've been teaching video and web marketing in class and through online training portals. Now I work mostly entirely with small businesses, and I work with them to leverage marketing and technology to achieve maximum results within their business. And one of the areas of expertise is in writing and producing videos for businesses and promoting them online, for websites, through press releases or for lead generation. I've been producing videos for business promotions, ranging anywhere from new startups to companies like Hewlett Packard and Bell Mobility. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Again, you are at the top 10 ways to use video to market your business and why every business should. Let's start off by answering this question of why video. Why are we having a presentation saying that every business should use video to market their business? Well, here are some interesting stats from Nielsen. While traditional TV viewing was up only 0.2% last year, internet video was up 35% and mobile video went up another 20%. So video on the internet and video watched through mobile phones or on other mobile devices like iPads continues to grow. And I say it continues to grow because this trend really has been growing like this for like 10 years. I mean, video has been on an absolute tear, and it shows no signs of slowing down. And the reason for that, I think it's easy for people to create video nowadays. You have video cameras on most cell phones available. You have easy pocket flip video cameras that are really inexpensive to buy. You have video cameras that are very high quality, and oftentimes those are on like your laptop or your computer now. It's just really easy for people to create video and share video, and video is really engaging. And I think why TV has been the top advertising medium for so long is that it is engaging. People like that combination of sight and sound, and now you're able to get that on the internet and on mobile devices very easily. So for all these reasons, video is continuing to grow like crazy. As I said, video is very engaging, and because of the internet, it's also very easy to share. And you can see here some interesting statistics, these showing habitual video sharing site users. And what that means is just, people that go to video sharing sites on a regular basis. You can see the numbers in orange, that the percentage of people that are going to these video sharing sites on a typical day. And as you can see here, in 2006, the number was 8%. And in 2011, that number was 28%. So it's more than tripled. And currently, like right now, 71% of those online of those people that are online use video sharing sites, and that's up 66% from last year. The number of people going to these video sharing sites on a typical day keeps growing, and again, I think that's because video is easy and it's engaging, and all of the top sites have made it easy to share video. So people have a lot of fun with video, and that's shown in these statistics. Next, this Forrester study says that any given video in the index, by index, they're referring to the actual search engine. So in the Google index, you stand about a 50 times better chance of appearing on the first page results of Google than any given text page in the index. So the translation is saying that if you have a video in the Google search engine, you have about a 50 times better chance of getting that video on page 1 of the search engines versus a text page in the search engine. For a long time, the search engines were really just about text, and now video is really becoming an important factor of getting ranked in the search engines quickly. And there's a lot of reasons for that. One, again, video is very popular and engaging, and two, Google owns YouTube, and YouTube, of course, is the #2 search engine. So Google, obviously has a real incentive to make sure that videos in YouTube are showing up well in the search engines. You can see here what a video looks like when it's ranking in the search engines. Not only do they rank well, but you can see here that they're engaging the viewer. You can actually see a picture there of a little clip of the video right in the search engine rankings. Whereas all other rankings look much more bland because they're just all text. Videos become very important tool in getting search engine visibility. So that all ends up to more traffic and more engagement for the people that you actually get from that traffic. And also better search engine ranking is available with video. So the real question is, why not use video? The answer is there's not a good reason. And as I said, I think that every business in every industry of every size can take advantage of video in their marketing mix. So that's the why of using video, and let's go ahead and move to the top 10 ways to use video to market your business. What I'm going to do here again is that I'm going to take you through 10 real life examples, and I hope to spur some ideas in your minds so that you can figure out how to use video effectively at your business. I've also added 2 at the very end. And this isn't any particular order, but number 1 is give your elevator pitch. I have to believe that just about everyone has heard of the concept of the elevator pitch, but to summarize it real quick, the elevator pitch is your very brief explanation of what your business does and maybe the unique value it provides to customers. So every business should have an elevator pitch. Every business should have a very brief but effective way of describing what they do so that when somebody is trying to learn about your business or asks you what you do, you can give them a nice quick answer that will hopefully get them engaged and interested in learning more. Well, video is really great for doing that. Using video, you can briefly but very clearly and consistently present your elevator pitch. Do that on your website or even on Facebook page or even on YouTube or any number of places. A quick, easy example here, if you go to merchantstraffic.com/what-we-do and check out how Brian here gives his elevator pitch right here on the website. Merchants Traffic is our Southern Ontario division run by Brian Lowe. You'll see the pitch here is just an invitation to have a further conversation. So that's a good example. And giving your elevator pitch is one of the most important things you can do to attract the right audience to your business. And giving an elevator pitch in video is oftentimes more engaging and much clearer than it is when it's just done in text. And you'll see more and more businesses using video now to give their elevator pitch quickly on their websites. Number 2 is to demonstrate your products. The power of demonstration has been clearly established in selling products. When you see those infomercials on TV, that's why they have those engaging commercials. Usually, with a celebrity where they can actually show somebody using, the blender or the roaster or the vacuum cleaner or whatever it is. That's because it's been proven that visual demonstration is very engaging to people, and it helps people understand exactly what they would do and get with that product. It helps them to see in their own mind how they would use that product for their own benefit. So it's been proven. Now, you may not be able to afford to run infomercials, or your business may not be appropriate for running infomercials, but that doesn't mean that you can't use video to quickly demonstrate your product or service. How it works, how people could use it and benefit from it. Again, create that video and share it on your website or your social media pages or anywhere else on the web. A good example of this is RateFame. One of our fellow members owns this site, and if you've never heard of RateFame, it's a rating site that helps you find information on companies. But there's a lot of us that think, well, geez, I already have sites like Yelp and rating sites like that, so why in the world do I need another place to go and find ratings? So RateFame has the challenge of quickly explaining, well, here's here's why you would want to use us instead of going to those other sites. So they did that via a video on their website. Okay, number 3 is demonstrating social proof. Social proof is just referring to the phenomenon that people want what other people have, or what other people have had success with, they feel much more confident in. So this is the reason why, if you were walking down the street trying to choose some place to go to eat or something, and you see a restaurant that's very crowded and has a big line outside versus a restaurant right next door with nobody in it, you naturally will assume, well, that restaurant has all of the people in it, and the line outside, it must be somewhat better. And that's why it has all those people. And that's an example of social proof. One of the best examples of social proof when it comes to selling your products or services is to have happy customers or clients give video testimonials and talk about their experience with your business or your products or your services. Depending on what you sell, those video testimonials can be shaped so that, again, a previous customer or client is essentially giving you a raving review. And that's a fantastic use of video that really every business can take advantage of. All right, number 4 is to actually sell your products or services. And, depending on the types of products or services that you sell, you may actually have people come to your website and complete transactions right there on your website. And if that's the case, then video, again, has been proven to lift conversions, the number of people who actually transact, which just means, you sell more products or services than just using text or images alone. So you'll see a lot of businesses nowadays using video to actually try and sell their products or services on their website. And this is actually the option that we use as well. This is on our site, merchantsarena.com. Now, not only are we going to sell our products and services using video on our site, but the products or services that we offer actually uses video as a feature. So videos are a great way to tell your story about your products or services and to sell right there on your website. All right, number 5 is to share tips and advice. And this is actually Carl White from a business called The Marketing Animals. And Carl is a very successful marketer. His primary business is in real estate and helping mortgage brokers and real estate brokers get more deals done. But what he basically does is he shares marketing tips and strategies using video online, and he does this every Saturday. And you can see it at the URL there at the bottom to check out his videos. And Carl is a fantastic resource for tens of thousands of people, literally. And he makes a very, very good living because he shares these tips and advice online. So people naturally turn to him as an expert and therefore buy his other products and services. So he makes a fantastic living by doing this. Again, any business where there's any sort of educational component or any sort of tips and strategies that you can share with people to help them be more successful, it's a fantastic way to do that via regular brief videos that you could send out every week or every month. I know some businesses that do this every day or even twice a day, depending on the business that you're in. So that's really not necessary, but it's a fantastic way of demonstrating that you have expertise, and it's a way of positioning yourself as a very helpful resource to a large audience in a very efficient way. And you'll be surprised how your audience grows. Okay, number 6 is answer frequently asked questions about your products or services. And we've all had questions about a product that we bought. We've gone to a website and gone to their frequently asked questions section. Some of them are a real hit and miss, really. Some of them do a great job, and some of them do a pretty poor job. And one of the ways I think the best companies are answering these frequently asked questions is by actually using video to answer them. So again, video over text, right? They can answer these questions with a much clearer response, oftentimes using video to demonstrate the solution to the question. A good example of this is Evernote.com, and if you've ever checked out Evernote, they do a nice job of answering their frequently asked questions via video, which again I think just creates a better user experience and is more engaging as well. All right, number 7, and I love this strategy, use video to introduce your team. And this is from a company called Huge, and you can go to their website. It's hugeinc.com. They use video to introduce the people on their team, and this is just a great way of creating connection between your prospects and your customers and your team. This is particularly helpful in businesses where maybe you'd never have any face-to-face interactions with your clients or customers. If you work in a business where nobody's walking into your store or you don't go and actually meet them, this is a great way of still creating some personal connections. It's also a great way of connecting in the pre-sale situation where your product or service is going to require a lot of personal interaction and connection. And this is a great way of letting people know what your team is like before they buy. So it's basically because, if they're going to have a lot of personal interaction with you, they want to know who they're getting involved with. So by posting videos of introductions to those people in your team, you can create that connection early on and give yourself a better chance in the sales situation. So using videos to introduce your team is number 7. And that's at hugeinc.com/about. All right, number 8 is do a tour of your business. You can check out a walkabout in New York City. If you go to blog.behance.net, you can see a walking tour of the Behance office. This is, again, a really fantastic way to kind of demonstrate that your business is real and show maybe some of the unique things that go into building your product. A lot of businesses out there have some, at least some sort of interesting manufacturing process that their customers never ever get to see. But they may find that, what you have is very intriguing and you kind of bring it to life in video. It's a great way, again, of just kind of demonstrating that you have a real business, that you have a team, or that you have some sort of unique process or manufacturing element that you can demonstrate how your products are created, something that makes you unique, right? That all just makes for, some really, really good engaging video. And number 9 is to entertain. And I'm sure that you've seen over the past couple of years these Old Spice commercials that have just been a huge hit. These absolutely skyrocketed Old Spice's sales. They were considered one of the most successful online advertising campaigns ever made. They've just done a fantastic job with these. Of course, they're playing them on television as well, but just a really, really entertaining series about deodorant of all things. So, I mean, if you can make deodorant that entertaining, you can, make just about anything entertaining. So, at oldspice.com, it's a fantastic site to check out some of their videos, get a good laugh, because they really do a nice job of creating entertaining, engaging videos, and people love to be entertained. They love to laugh. So if you can find a way to have some fun with your product, your service, or your team and entertain your viewers, it's a great way of creating some loyalty for your products and your services. All right, number 10. Number 10 is to report the news, and you can see a good example here at healthguru.com. This is a site obviously all about health, and they're effectively using video to report updates on the latest studies in health and different products and services, and they do a really, really nice job of using video, again, to engage and report the news about health issues and topics. And again, this is one of those things that, if you have an industry where there's lots of change, it's a dynamic industry where there's lots of stuff going on. It's a fantastic way to stay front and center with your audience, is just to regularly report the news, regularly report what's going on in your industry, so that you're staying on top of the attention and on top of mind with your audience. It doesn't have to be a long professional news style reporting. It can be very casual and very quick. But still, again, it's just a really great way to engage people, educate them, and stay on top of their mind with them. All right, so that is the first 10 ways to use video, and I hope that you've had some ideas, and I hope that, again, that it sparked some more ideas in your mind and how you can use video in your business. I guarantee you, if you spend a little bit of time brainstorming with your team, in almost every business you could use at least one of these 10 to market your business. I would be hard pressed to find any business where you couldn't come up with at least 3 or 4 ways that you could use video. And I want to talk about 2 more strategies here, and these are ones that I've actually gauged with some statistical results. So we've encountered an increase of sales anywhere from 7 to 26.5% on individual product categories, and that's in our own e-commerce businesses as well as our client sites. And these work really, really well, but they're very simple. You do need a couple elements in order to incorporate these if you want them to be easier. Paid methods include having an autoresponder where you can add in email addresses for existing customers, and a place to host your videos, which you can do with Amazon S3 or any email provider. And your free methods obviously are just to send these out manually, depending on the volume of your customers. That may be a viable option. If you have a lot of customers coming into your pipeline, though, you would want to obviously automate this. And you can also host these videos on YouTube or any other video sharing site. So there are free ways to do this as well. And the first one is really just a video to say thank you. And I can't tell you how far this goes to setting your company over and above any of your competitors, because nobody really does this. So in this example here, the email goes something like this. Hi Matt, it was a pleasure speaking with you yesterday and working out the quote for your kitchen project. Thanks for considering us for the job. By sending this, and you just do a short video either on saying those exact words in person, or you have a video that is your elevator pitch that you put into that you embed into your email. So this is an email that you would send somebody. It's very easy to put a link to a picture to a video. All you do is you embed your video, put a link in your email to that video, and when they click on that, they'll go straight to the video. And it's a proven fact that 96% will click to watch that video. So in this example was the typical guy who was giving out quotes for jobs. He might follow up with a phone call, but if he sent this video directly after he did a quote for somebody, do you not think that this would put him first and foremost in that client's mind? So it's a very effective strategy for getting more jobs on quotes, or just saying thank you for your recent purchase or for signing on a new client. It really goes far to kind of cement your relationship with your new prospect. And next is a strategy that I use on all of my e-commerce sites, and it works really well. If your business can use a 7 to 26.5% raise in your revenue, for some businesses that can be absolutely significant. So in this strategy here, we capitalize on an already purchased product. So in this situation, we would write something like, hi Pat, just wanted to say thanks for your recent purchase with us. I know shopping online can be questionable with some companies, but I wanted to assure you that we are processing your order right now and we'll be sending it out as soon as possible. Just for being a new customer, I'd like to extend a coupon for any add-on orders to this purchase. Just use coupon code BESTDEAL in your shopping cart and save 10% on that order. So oftentimes this gets the person back onto your site, back onto ordering something that actually gets added on to the present purchase. So you may be losing 10% as a discount. However, you're making it up on the shipping costs if you include free shipping. Or making it back on the shipping cost. So this just raises a couple of numbers. So it'll raise your per transaction value. It'll raise your overall revenue, and you're acknowledging the customer. You're saying thank you. So this is just an awesome strategy. It works really well in any business that I've implemented this in, including our own. So you should definitely take advantage of that. All right, so I just want to share with you some quick video best practices before we move on to our Q&A. Don't let perfection get in the way of progress. And I think, the biggest issue here, as I see with a lot of people who are trying to use video for the first time, is that they feel like it has to be some Hollywood production where everything is just this amazing quality video that's absolutely, it's absolutely just not the case. In fact, there have been all kinds of studies that have shown that people actually engage more and will buy more from videos that are not really high production quality. And I think the reason why is because they don't feel like they're being sold to as much. It seems more just kind of a casual thing, somebody that hasn't put a ton of money into creating the perfect pitch and the perfect presentation. And I think it lowers people's guards and they actually feel like, hey, I'm actually dealing with, more or less a real human being or a real company behind this video. So don't let perfection get in the way of progress. You don't have to be, Martin Scorsese. You don't have to create the latest Oscar-winning production. Just get a camera and get going. And even if you just do some screen capture of your camera, whatever it is, just get moving on it. The next tip here is to use a really good quality camera. And it doesn't have to be expensive nowadays. Way back in the day when I sold camcorders, when they first actually came out, they were thousands of dollars. And I mean, now you can get a camera for $100 that will shoot HD, good quality. You just want something with a decent quality lens, so that you're not producing like real grainy images on your video. You can find them in any price range. So there's no excuse as far as the cost goes. Many cell phones, including the iPhone, now have awesome camera quality. So the quality that are in these phones nowadays is just almost as good as you'll get in most cases. Even most laptops even now have really good webcams that you can use as well. So you don't have to spend a lot of money to get going here. Another tip here is on sound quality, and that is definitely worth mentioning. And it's proven to be more important than the actual video quality is to have good quality sound. And for whatever reason, people will actually be more lenient when it comes to the image quality than they will with the sound quality. If they're having a hard time with the sound, they're actually more apt to just get off of that video, cancel the video and not watch it. So make sure that you have really good quality sound in your videos. A corded lavalier mic from Amazon for like $20. The one that we use is the Audio Technica lavalier mic. So if you look at that up on Google or on Amazon, it's actually a really good deal. Okay, another tip here is to create new videos frequently. The search engines, they love frequently created content, and they love timely, fresh content. And your users and your audience will also come to expect a certain kind of flow of content creation from you. So just decide on what time span you want to release your videos. Like I showed you earlier, Carl's Saturday strategy session. Every Saturday he releases a quick new video, and they're always less than 10 minutes, but that's very engaging, right? So people learn to look for these videos every Saturday, which of course again just puts him very, very on top of their mind. So create new videos frequently. This is a great way just to get good at creating videos. You start to do it frequently enough and you get into the habit of it, and you start to lose that perfection concern, and you just kind of realize, hey, I can create good videos easily and quickly. It doesn't have to be this big production. So I really recommend that you create new videos on a pretty frequent basis if you can. And last tip here is on YouTube again. YouTube is the #1 video search engine. It's actually the #2 search engine, and right behind the main Google search engine. So you want to take advantage of that by making sure that your videos are posted in YouTube to get that search engine traction. I mean, there are other video sharing sites that you can post on, and you should post on multiple sites, but YouTube's probably the biggest boost in the Google search engine that you'll ever have. So those are the rest of the tips. I hope you get some great ideas from these 12 ways to use video. Combine those with these video best practices, and I know that you'll be using video more in your business. All right, so I have some announcements here, some upcoming webinars and stuff. If you would like more scripts, if you would like all of our business scripts. I've written a whole lot of business scripts for different businesses, different types of businesses, and different situations. I have a collection of 15 different scripts that you can use within your business. The entire collection of scripts is just $47. If you want, even more strategies on how to absolutely crush it by using video in your business, if you look on that page on sweetspottraining.com/get-clients, and you scroll about halfway down the page, you'll see a link on that page that says see presentation here. And there you'll find another webinar recording on using video as a tool for your business. This is an awesome webinar. This will really open your eyes to using video in different situations, within your business, especially if you make new client contacts, you're a networker, or you want to put people into a certain sequence or pipeline. So I do urge you to go and watch that presentation. I also welcome you to join us, with a free membership at the Sweet Spot Training Center. sweetspottraining.com. We have a members area and it's full of video tutorials and marketing information. That's all free, and that's free to sign up for. We have an upcoming 30-day business video challenge. I'm active on meetup.com, and on one of our video meetups, it's meetup.com/create-online-videos. If you go to that page, you can sign up. It's a free 30-day business video challenge that I'm putting on. It's starting on November the 1st. And I'm going to be going through and taking you by the hand to produce your own business video, either a pitch video or a presentation video, whatever you decide. And that'll be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to seeing all these newly created videos. So we have that available too, and there'll just be a ton of video training included with that free series as well. Okay, next on October the 10th, if you're a marketer or a newbie, or you want to change or build a website, this presentation is where I'm offering my main WordPress template that includes everything and the kitchen sink. So there's just too many features to list here. I designed this for myself and for people who just want to basically move in and start adding content to a website. So check it out on October the 10th, and feel free to join our group there if you haven't already done so. That is a group that has to do with everything basically website related and promoting your website. And I just wanted to acknowledge that you may be feeling a little overwhelmed by all of this video stuff. Just know that you don't need to do everything on your own. We can definitely help you out if you need assistance developing a plan or executing a plan that you already have. Just let us know at the posted number below. All right, so let's move on to some questions here. Feel free to ask anything you like in the panel to the right.